There was an old farm, far, far away from any form of civilization. The farmer and his son were the only ones that inhabited it nowadays. The farmer's son was about 12 years old, but very eager to help his dad whenever he could. One day, the two set out to make a scarecrow. They packed it with their own hay, sewed it themselves, and chopped down the wood to put it up. When it was finished, the little boy took a piece of his mother's hair from her comb, the only thing that kept the memory of her fresh in his mind every day. He placed the hair on top of the scarecrow's head. Then the farmer placed it out in the middle of the field. The next morning, the farmer woke up to find that the scarecrow was no longer in the field. He figured it was just the wolves, and goes about his day regularly. It goes by until finally he and his son go to sleep when the sun set. A couple of hours later, the boy was woken up by the sound of what seemed to be nails scraping against a rusted piece of metal. He got out of bed and looked out the window. He saw his father sitting in front of their old truck, staring at it. The boy walked downstairs and outside, tapped his father on the shoulder, but it didn't feel normal. His father seemed to have lost his human-like touch, and his skin was as cold as ice. The boy grabbed his father's shoulder and pulled it towards him, but when he did, he jumped back nearly 3 feet. Empty black holes for eyes, hay coming from each hole. The mouth ripped from ear to ear, and his nose was nothing but a gaping hole. Whatever this was, it scraped a meaty, bloody, fleshy bone against the car door, continuing to create the same noise. Finally, it stopped. There was nothing but silence. And then, whatever it was, said, "What's the matter, son? Don't you love me no more?" With that, the thing struck and stabbed the boy in the throat, blood gushing everywhere. Using its other arm, the thing grabbed the boy's chest and tightly pulled on his skin. It pulled harder and harder until finally the boy's whole layer of skin was ripped right out of his body. His organs fell to the floor where the thing smashed them into the dirt with a bone. That morning, the shell of the skin from the boy lay down on the roof of the house, baking in the sun. The scarecrow, still covered in the father's skin, stroking his cheek with what seemed to be a smile.